Hey, good morning everyone, or actually it's good evening. This is Dr. Pettinger and I have a special announcement for you. You know, it's hard to believe that school is going to be starting in less than 24 hours. I am so excited. There's nothing like the first day of school. But hey, I want to give you a little bit of information that will make that first day a little bit smoother. Not so much for the students, but for you parents. So this is really important because it has to do with driving to school. Number one, tomorrow, everyone likes to come to the first day of school, so that means parking is going to be at a premium. You will be able to park on the grass tomorrow. So if you normally pull into the school, you'll be able to go along the back of the fourth grade classrooms, and we're going to have the entire field open for parking tomorrow. So that will make it a little bit easier for everyone. Our teachers will already be parked back there, so that will allow all the front spaces to be open. You know, to be kind to your fellow parents, if you're only going to be staying for a few minutes, use those spots up front. That way we utilize them for the most people possible. So let's see, the next thing is I want you to remember no left turn. Okay, what's he mean by no left turn? When you're coming to school in the morning, no left turn into the parking lot off of Myra. When you're coming to pick up after school, no left turn into the parking lot off of Myra. We're going to have cones set up there so that you're not able to come in that way. You need to be coming off of Denny and turning right into our parking lot. We can't block that traffic on Myra because emergency vehicles have to be able to get through there. If you are on Myra and you're stopped trying to turn left, you could be cited. Cypress PD told us they will be out the next week or two enforcing traffic laws. And I also want you to know that they will enforce traffic laws on the property. The second thing that's very important to know with no left turns is there are no left turns out of our parking lot either. You can't turn left onto Myra, especially during morning car line and after school car line. You have to turn right. That allows us to get the most kids in and out in the safest way possible. You know, your child's safety is my number one priority. And the other thing I want you to remember in doing that is on Myra, the speed limit is only 25 miles per hour. So let's be good neighbors. Respect the speed limit. Don't park in front of our neighbors' driveways, and slow down. It's not a hurry. I will not issue you a tardy this first week of school. I'd rather have you arrive safely and be a good neighbor while you're doing that. There's going to be coffee and donuts out on the main playground, so if you're there for that first day, I'm going to be out there shaking hands and serving coffee and donuts. I'd love to meet you and love to see you and see how your summer went. So that kind of recaps everything. After school, school lets out at 3 o'clock and car line is extremely long. If I can give you one suggestion, if you park further away from campus and walk on to pick up your child, that always makes it easier for you. Car line will be backed up all the way down Myra onto Denny. And I just ask you to pay close attention and remember no left turns. And the final thing is, tomorrow with your children's paperwork, you'll be receiving a thing with 15 rules about car line. You will have to sign that in order to get a car line pass to be able to go through our car line. Starting the following week, if you do not have a car line pass displayed in the window of your vehicle, you will not be allowed to come through car line. And the reason for that is I need to make sure you understand all the rules so that we can keep your child safe. That's my number one priority. That's the staff's number one priority. Everyone will be out there tomorrow to make sure everything goes as smooth as possible. I just ask you to be patient with us during this first week as everything will calm down a little bit after week 1. And you know what? It's always better to come a little bit later to pick up your child than it is earlier. You'll avoid all the rush. Hey, that's about it. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow on the first day. Have a great night.